Hints of the Past, Chapter 42, Related Warriors. Nightmares and Cedar's announcement discussion. Everyone gets ready for Cedar's and Nightmare's discussion. They're both happy of the outcome. For now, they will bask in the idea of the most wanted are gone from their obstacle listening. Lady Deadly Cedar says, "We have proof that they're dead." Everyone else says at the same time, "We need to see this proof of yours." Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "Damn, just when I thought I was going to see how this wired alien-looking shit was going to look like." Nightmare pulls out her tablet. "I need to borrow your tablet combination link again." Cedar hands her tablet. Eternal Nightmare says, "Open a channel and bring the satellite camera." The tablet responds back. Voice recognition operator says, "Materializing satellite camera to your location." Eternal Nightmare says, "Also hide my location from everyone until I say otherwise." Voice recognition operator says, "Confirmed, your location and whereabouts are now erased." Lady Deadly Cedar says, "Okay everyone, link yourselves to the monitor screen that will be behind Roulette." Everyone links and brings their attention to the screen that moved from the table back to where it was before as they watch. Dragon Crossfire says, "Could you forward this to the good part?" Eternal Nightmare says, "In a rush to evade from Teardrop again?" He flips her off, and she smiles back at him with a sarcastic expression after the video is finished. Well, Roulette Soldier says, "Well, they were at my announcement, except they didn't have that on them." Lady Deadly Cedar says, "We took them out." Eternal Nightmare says, "Well, what do you think now?" Dragon Star Cloud says, "Looks like we need another volunteer now." Roulette Soldier says, "I need to check." He was interrupted by a holograph call. Roulette Soldier says, "I have to take this. Everyone's about to hear a surprise of their profession." Roulette Soldier says, "What is it?" Butler Ford says, "I have bad news." Roulette Soldier says, "What could be possibly bad news after what I saw, excuse me." Butler Ford says, "A woman took out my other co-workers. I barely left alive. The butler looks like he bathed himself in blood." Roulette Soldier says, "What the fuck happened?" Butler Ford says, "A woman in red bodysuit came out of nowhere and killed everyone except myself." Roulette Soldier says, "Let me get back to you in a while. I need to figure this out." He disconnects and he pulls out his tablet and brings out the cameras he had planted everywhere at his father's underground mansion palace. Everyone's looking what he sees. He saw how Red Shadow helped him in eliminating the Arab terrorists. Eternal Nightmare says, "Those damn bitches!" Cedar gets the satellite camera and throws it against the wall hard. Nightmare follows by grabbing what's left as she pulls out one of her favorite custom-made guns, shoots what's left of it into pieces. Cedar gets up and hits the wall with each hand. Roulette forwards the video and he gets livid when what he sees. He witnesses them having a conversation, but a silent one. Their moving body language says they're talking about something, but with no words to hear. Dragon Crossfire says, well, the bright side of Blue Wolf's vision to the Wired Life project will come to pass after all. Blue Wolf Haze Moonstar says, "I think we better get going and finding them and having them connected to the world." Dragon Star Cloud says, "We'll be on our way out." Roulette pulls out his father's infamous weapon, Aces and Dices, and fires at the transparent screen. Roulette Soldier says, "Be sure not to return until I have one or both in your hands." They leave. Roulette Soldier says, "I thought you told me they were dead." Eternal Nightmare says, "I don't feel well right now." She puts her head down in disgust for a second, then lifts it back up. Lady Deadly Cedar says, "You don't look so good." Nightmare looks as though she was about to vomit. Eternal Nightmare says, I need to get some air, excuse me. While she gets up and signals Cedar to join her. Roulette Soldier says, "I have to go do something elsewhere to make sure this plan works. Get the hell out of my faces. I will contact you later." Now it's just Crossfire and Roulette in the room. Roulette Soldier says, "How close is this project to make it work?" Dragon Crossfire says, "All I needed is the volunteers to see if it does. The configurations are correct according to what you gave us." Roulette Soldier says, "Excellent. I'm going to Beijing. I will meet you there later after I compile myself." Dragon Crossfire says, "What about the scientists? Do I let them know of our presence?" Roulette Soldier says, "Yes, I will contact everyone else later when I gather all of my information." Dragon Crossfire says, "I'll see you later at the location. Let me know when you arrived and anyone else you plan to bring." Roulette signals him to leave. Roulette looks at his information in his tablet and tells Nightmare and Cedar to meet him here later. meet him later at Beijing. Sense of the Past, chapter 43, Related Warriors. Empress Swan Rose's homeworld, Arefionica TV introduction. While the portal opened wide enough to teleport them into a new world, everybody hears the crowds and cheers, but no sign of life until then it gets muffled, and when they enter the watery part of her homeworld, Empress Swan Rose says, "You need to be careful and stay as you are." President of the United States says, "Are there going to be changes? All I see is water above the sky, what looks as though air in the middle and land in the bottom." Empress Swan Rose says, "Patience, my alliance visualization." Panther's Pride says, "Where is everybody?" Then Lady Deadly Sight says, "That's a good question. I hear people. Just when they thought they were stuck, the scenery changes into a watery background." Empress Swan Rose says, "Stay as you are. You are able to breathe. The movement is slightly difficult unless you're Mervasarusian. The watery realm covers them, then they get slightly scared. Usually the water is hard to breathe under unless you're a fish. Then they see her looking at the top. They all follow." Mervasarusian 1 says, "Greetings, mighty impressional. Will it be the usual?" As three beings are floating downwards to her eye level, everyone else sees that they have different features. Empress Swan Rose says, "Actually, I need you to configure the system so that my new alliance can read the inscription of the listing." Mervasarusian 1 says, "I have the two Mervasarusian Sticknicolists working on them as we speak." Empress Swan Rose says, "I heard they have similar activities." Mervasarusian says, "Similar, yes, but not exactly the combinated structures we have for enjoyment." President of the United States says, "Combinated." Empress Swan Rose says, "We have certain combinatings that have two or more structures that you have on your homeworld star. The only difference is your activities are separated." President of the United States says, "How so?" Empress Swan Rose says, "Why, my alliance to Mervasarusians are working on the communications language to suit your visualization. Is there anything else you need to ask of me?" President of the United States says, "Could I have a sample of the water?" Empress Swan Rose says, "Sample of the water." She seems unable to comprehend for the moment, then hits her, idea-wise. Empress Swan Rose says, "You are requesting a sequential coding of the solutional background." President of the United States says, "Yeah, that sums it up." Empress Swan Rose says, Would you be able to give a sequential coding to our new arrivals of visitation?" Mervasarusian 1 says, "Of course. Where would you want me to place it in?" Empress Swan Rose says, "Any containment you have available." Mervasarusian the second 2 says, "Sequential coding infrastructure." He swims his way towards Empress and hands her a vial and less evolved family Mervasarusian eggs and in a separate containment. Empress Swan Rose says, "Is this what you need for your explorational desires?" She hands them the vial and a separate containment package wrapped in a clear substance of some sort. President of the United States says, "I appreciate your gratitude." Mervasarusian 3 says, "Language explorational coding is complete." Mervasarusian 1 says, "Are you ready to view your visual listing and what is available for now?" Empress Swan Rose says, "Are you researching more activities?" Mervasarusian 1 says, "Of course, we are always open to new activities." Empress Swan Rose says, "Let me visualize the listing." Mervasarusian 1 says, "I will open the communication barrier. Be sure to understand each listing accordingly." Empress Swan Rose says, "Enjoy yourselves and your viewable visuals will witness." Mervasarusian 1 says, "Greetings, you are now entering the Arefionica TV, which means Arena of Champions in your world language. It's an arena of sections, sports, and activities. Enjoy and hope to visualize who will be crowned and appointed in the elections ahead. Enjoy and wait for the listing accordingly as they switch for listed availability. Everybody agrees and waits for the list to show them what this world has to offer, then perhaps in the future."